Liverpool boss Arne has given a surprising update on Alexander Isak that has caught plenty of attention among supporters. The Swedish forward has struggled to find his feet since his record-breaking transfer to Liverpool, but the manager's latest remarks about Isac have offered fresh insight into his status within the squad and what the club expects from him moving forward. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Marc Guéhi remains a target for Liverpool, and sources at Real Madrid even believe the Crystal Palace defender has given his word to join, as they deny their own interest. While it is unlikely Liverpool will pursue a move for Guéhi in the January window, nor are Palace expected to consider a sale. The obvious solution is a free transfer to Anfield when his contract expires in the summer. But the 25-year-old's availability as a free agent has attracted interest from elsewhere, not least clubs outside the Premier League, who can agree a pre-contract deal from January 1st. Real Madrid have been strongly linked, but according to the Mail's Lewis Steele, the Spanish side have downplayed speculation over a move. Sources in Madrid instead believe Guéhi has given his word to Liverpool, which certainly aligns with the events of deadline day. The England international was undergoing a medical at the Reds' London base after a late agreement was struck with Palace worth £35 million, only for their co-owner Steve Parish to pull the plug at the last minute. Guéhi had already agreed personal terms with Liverpool and was clearly more than willing to join Arne Slot's ranks in a deal that would have also included a 10% sell-on clause. Noise around the player himself indicates he is not only calm about the situation, but also unlikely to make any shock decisions over his future. That would suggest he could maintain his commitment to the Premier League champions and join for free effective July 1st, which, as it stands, would also be the date Ibrahima Konate departs. For what it's worth, Steele reiterates that there has been no development regarding Real Madrid's interest in Konate, with talks ongoing with Liverpool. It was claimed earlier this week that a new offer had been made to the number 5, and the hope will be that he will put pen to paper on a long-term extension as he remains a key player for Slot. Guéhi would have been a hugely important addition to Slot's squad over the summer, with the failure to sign the Palace captain clearly impacting Liverpool's squad balance. With Giovanni Leone sidelined for the remainder of the campaign, that has only become clearer. Liverpool would have allowed Joe Gomez to leave the club had they succeeded in bringing Guéhi in over the summer, with AC Milan, Brighton and Palace themselves interested. Gomez's own contract runs out in 2027, and the likelihood is that he will move on at the end of this season. Now, Alexander Isak is fit to return to the Liverpool squad for Sunday's trip to Man City, but Arne Slot has warned against expectations over the striker's current level. Isac will rejoin team training on Friday and is expected to be named on the bench for Sunday's 4:30 p.m. kickoff at the Etihad. It comes after 4 games out with a groin injury, having been forced off at half-time in the 5-1 victory over Eintracht Frankfurt, and in a difficult start to the campaign overall. Speaking in his pre-match press conference, Slot explained, "He will train for the first time today with the team again after being 3 weeks out. So I know that I said 3 weeks ago his pre-season has ended, so now it's time for us to see where he is." But I have to come back to those words because if you were 3 weeks only with the rehab team, that doesn't bring you back to the level he was 3 weeks ago. Although our rehab team has done an incredible job, you cannot compare rehab with games of football or training sessions with the team. As much as we try to replicate it, that's simply not possible. So again, I have to say give him some time. The head coach is rightly playing down expectations over Isac upon his return, with it clear he is still working his way towards not only full fitness, but also sharpness on the pitch. His latest setback will do exactly that. that set him back in his efforts to find that sharpness and is likely to require a gradual increase in minutes again. Hugo Ekitike will almost certainly start up front against Man City, with Federico Chiesa another option in the number 9 role, while Cody Gakpo impressed in a brief stint as a striker in the 1-0 victory over Real Madrid in midweek. There is therefore no need to rush Isac back into starting contention, with Slot right to take a cautious approach with his £125 million centre forward. Isac has been called up to the Sweden squad for their World Cup qualifiers against Switzerland and Slovenia later this month, and head coach Graham Potter has already reiterated the need to manage his minutes in those games.
Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more from us, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Here at LFC News, we post all the latest Liverpool news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you, let's get back into the video.
In other news, Virgil van Dijk addressed Wayne Rooney's criticism of his leadership as he spoke alongside the former Manchester United and England captain after Liverpool's 1-0 Champions League win over Real Madrid. Alexis Mac Allister struck the only goal in the second half at Anfield as Arne Slot's side recorded back-to-back wins after a sequence of 6 defeats in 7 games. Van Dijk stood alongside Amazon Prime pundit Rooney, who had been critical of the Dutchman's leadership, as the Reds captain spoke to the broadcaster after the contest. In a world of chaos, you have to stay calm and try and take the right perspective, Van Dijk said on Amazon Prime. At times, the noise was a lot. When asked if he was looking at any one of the pundits in particular, Van Dijk said, "Not at all, but I think it's very important to put things into perspective. Keep your head down and work and get out of the situation, because quality is what we have. That's not the issue." I think all of you here know that you're dealing with a squad of 25 players and everyone lives a different life. So for me personally, it doesn't affect me. But as a captain, I'm dealing with players who might be affected by it. If you lose 4 games in a row as a Liverpool player, then there's fair criticism. That's absolutely normal in that sense. But I think it's over the top at times as well. We live in a world where there's so many platforms, so many people can say stuff, and it gets picked up and made bigger than what it is. Rooney said in response, "When you win the Premier League, I think what I said was fair. You don't expect Liverpool to lose 4 games in a row." I think the response has been great from Virgil and the team.
But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.